Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Thursday, August 15th, 2019. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/Otaku Showboat to leave a follow and turn on notifications to be reminded when I go live every Sunday through Friday from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. You can also follow me on Twitter at Otaku Showboat and visit my website at otakushowboat.com. Today I am, at least the goal will be to get more circuits. Last time I mistakenly said circuit 2s at the end of the stream on the wrap-up when I meant to say circuit 1s, but I think just in general circuits, both 1 and 2, we just need more. We need more things. More of the things are required, and that is exactly what I'll be working on today. As for the updates to the mods, Pyanodon's mods, there was a Pyra Ores update that went live between yesterday and today that changed Aluminium Pulp 3's recipe. So we're not currently doing Pulp 3, we're doing Pulp 2, but once we get around to doing Pulp 3, that recipe has changed. It now is 300 of Pulp 2 instead of 400, and 38 of some stuff called Alamac, down from 50, and then it makes 300 units of Pulp 3 versus 400 units of Pulp 3, so it just reduced everything across the board there. But also, this one's the most important part, glass has been changed. Specifically, the purified quartz glass recipe changed. So this is what we did yesterday. This is the exact thing that I did last time we met, was setting up purified quartz-based glass. I know that I said during the stream yesterday, maybe this should be nerfed, and it sort of has been a little bit. So I will load up the save. The actual save. No, not you. Stream 56.1. Oh, I've also fixed my coal gas connection to the aluminium in 56.1 here. So the recipe now is 20 pure sand, 3 purified quartz, so it's double the pure sand, triple the purified quartz, double the sodium carbonate, and 4 times as much coal gas. It was 10 pure sand, 1 purified quartz, 1 sodium carbonate, and 100 units of coal gas to make 60 units of glass. Okay? 60 units of glass. Now, it's 150 units of glass, so it's 2.5 times more glass, but 3 times more purified quartz. So you are now getting less glass per unit of purified quartz overall. However, even with what I have set up here, it's still enough for a full yellow belt out. It's still a full yellow belt out. It ultimately didn't change too much of the equation here. So anyway, that was a thing that was relevant to make note of. It changed absolutely nothing. It just changed a little bit of the efficiency around, because I think we're making 0.3 on the purified per second. Now it's closer to what we're producing here, but it's still, I think it still ends up being, it's over 15 out. This is still backed up fully, like fully backed up. Yeah, that's a thing. And I did fix this coal gas, just to show. While I was here, so now my aluminium should operate again, fully operational. Let's see, what else? Pi Alien Life also added in this stuff called Navens, or Novens, in its development. This stuff is basically just big fungi. It's a giant fungus, apparently. Or just some other form of fungus that's not fungi. All it really says is that it's genetically engineered. Also, the localization on the English for the description should probably be reworded to something that is a little bit more, shall we say, correct. Yeah, I made note of a few little issues on it, but I got the gist of it anyway. I don't know, maybe if Pyanodon one of these days sets up a Patreon page, we can have a little chat about proofreading. Because, you know, I am technically a professional transcriptionist. English language transcriptionist. Anyway. Outside of that, I was up to about 1 a.m. last night, finishing off Volume 2 of Smartphone, In Another World with my smartphone. And I bought Volume 3 today, so that pretty much sums up my thoughts on that. Clearly, I think. Just saying, I bought Volume 3 after finishing 2. That should be enough, right? To indicate what I thought about Volume 2. We shall see. We shall see. What I do know is that while I had said that I was going to reserve any major judgment until after I finish Volume 3, I do know that no matter what, I will not be immediately moving on to Volume 4, even if I do want to move on to Volume 4. The reason being that 2 days from now, August 17th, is the release of another series, or it's actually technically not even a light novel, but it's a release of a book that is a sequel to a volume that's very much similar to a light novel that I am interested in reading. And it is on the mature end of things, shall we say. It is J.K. Haru is a sex worker in another world, or whatever the actual title is. This release being called Summer at the end of it, so it's it is technically a sequel, but it's apparently like a series of short stories compiled into a volume, similar to, I guess, The Witcher 1, Last Wish, just a series of separate short stories. But anyway, that isn't actually technically a light novel or a series. It's was supposed to be just a one-off novel written similarly to light novels, but It's really well written, partly because it's written by an actual author, like professional author, not someone who posted their stuff onto a website online and a publisher decided, hey, this is good enough to publish. Which is the majority of light novels, FYI. That's how most light novel authors get their start in Japan, is they post onto web novel websites that host these web-based novels, and then publishers scan through them, decide what they think will sell, and then bring on them those authors for publications. Anyway, I am looking at circuits. Technically, we're making 3.1 at the moment. What would be involved in quadrupling that? No, quintupling that. What would be involved in, like, a full yellow belt of circuit ones? Right now we are limited on vacuum tubes, but that should be resolving. Or better yet, I should resolve it, because it's from a lack of or a lack of graphite for some strange reason. From a lack of coke for, again, some strange reason why there's a lack of coke here. The fact that this isn't backing up, right. Oh, I guess it technically is backing up slowly here. Or this might just be an equilibrium point. I just started handcrafting those circuits again. Yeah. Yeah, circuit ones are beastly at times. Oh yeah, I'm also making a ton of graphite that gets fed into the, I think this is the aluminium. Molten aluminium needs a lot. I think as well as something else here. Yeah, the ferrochromium alloy. So, I am having to throw a lot of coke into graphite at the moment, which is slightly annoying. I've also been very much toying with the idea of not doing the kimberlite chain. And instead doing a very interesting, shall we say, setup involving lots of power generation, lots of coke generation, and particle accelerators. Lots of them. As a means of infinite amounts of diamonds. Straight up infinite diamonds. Sounds like a beautiful plan to me. Just completely bypassing kimberlite entirely. Not like I'm lacking kimberlite, mind you, but by doing it the way that I want to do it to get the industrial diamonds, I bypass needing grease for this as one of the many ingredients involved in the kimberlite chain that I can just straight up bypass at the moment. I'll still be needing grease, mind you. Oh, hey, solar panels. I'll take those. See, my dudes are sending stuff down to all the way down here. When I actually... I wish there was just, like, the ability to say, don't retrieve, or, like, don't shove things into this chest, only use it to retrieve. I guess, technically speaking, that's these passive providers, but... yeah, I guess I'll just switch stuff to passive providers. That sounds like a much better plan. That'll prevent them from shoving things out, and yet also allows them to be provided on the network. Here, you can have that. Same here, you can all be available for use from Constructo bots, even you. And you, and you. Not you, though, because you're not being made in a reliable manner. In an efficient manner, I should say. You, I wanted this to be separate. Made separately, but... because my requests for my medium electric poles that I have will always try to pull from here. So anytime I come into my network, I spend most of my time up here. So whenever I need more power poles, my dudes have to fly all the way down to retrieve them, and then all the way back up to get to me. So I had wanted to convert this probably to not be on the network anymore and start producing my poles up at the top. That means I'd have to route the creosote the rest of the way up the bus, but that's fine. I'm okay with that. Now, I was over here because I was going to be looking at something or other. The flow of my coke. Primarily. So, over a full belt of coke gets used in power production here, potentially. It's reduced now that I have set up this block that I placed down last time. This block is providing up to another 150 megawatts, and the way that things get averaged in the power production, it's reduced the strain out on this, so I am probably backing up on the coke a little bit. Also, yeah, I have this output priority to keep that power fed. I'm just here following my lines. Because I need more coke going into the stuff over here. The graphite over here. Now, of course, one thing I could do is output left, and that way everything being produced here will output to the left. As much of it as it can. The full yellow belt, well, what is here of the yellow belt, but this also has the unfortunate consequence of also reducing the amount that gets sent in. Now, this is all renewables, so this can go across just fine. I'm not worried about this backing up, because this is just a lesser version of what's coming in. from above, I could pretty much just remove all of that at some point. So yeah, just make sure that these can be constantly fed, because I need that graphite to feed these. I have apparently 12 of these, and I need 1.37 per second, which, yeah, that's a lot. Also, I might consider adding more high-pressure furnaces here and using productivity modules to get an extra 24%, I think, or 16%? 16% out of these. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Where... I left my car over here. Do I have any Mark II high-pressure furnaces in you? I do. I have plenty of them in you. Let's go ahead and set this up. Because this, I think, will be better in the long run. I should probably do this everywhere that I'm making graphite, because even though it seems sort of counterintuitive, why bother doing the productivity stuff when you have infinite coke? The ability to make the infinite coke? Well, it saves on throughput for one. It saves on the movement of robots as well, if you consider when I do this for setting up robots. Then I need to feed it. So each of these will move slower now, obviously. So I will need to set up, let's do... I actually forget what it was to begin with. 2 per second was what it was to begin with. So if I want 2, I need 5. That is 5 per second. Also 5 per second. That is interesting. You get an extra 0.32, which should be more than what I need. Now, note that this also sends up to the bus, which it appears as if I have like an entire lane that is being used. Are you... Where do you split off? Here. Here for wafers. Silicon wafers, and that should be backed up. It doesn't split off anywhere else, from what I can see. It exclusively is being used for those wafers. Also, I can only see all of this because I have megadars, I think, or something, down here, which is convenient. So, yeah, I should also do something with these to, again, reduce coke consumption. Alright, yeah, we are backed up now, so excess can keep going. But I still need 2 more of these. Oh, right. I should do this properly. Like so. and shove in these. So 2.32 going up. That should be enough to like back up. It's still 5 a second that gets consumed on the coke, but it's better than what it was. 16% more graphite, basically. Oh, kitty. Kitty got his head upside down. That will help with these. That will maximize what I already have. The next thought I was having is, why bother scale here? So, circuit ones. If we actually look at this chain, circuit ones start all the way out here at the kick alkaline, I think. Which means they start all the way out here at this clay pit line. So everything from here over, to here, all of this is part of the Circuit 1 production. So if I were to do this with robots, oh boy, that would be a mission. Granted. Yeah, this would be a really major project, particularly because it would mean setting up blocks of production of various individual things, like the kick-alks. These would deserve their own space, as would the augs, their own space. And clay can be done where needed. It does not deserve to be on the bus, actually. It can be made as required. Ceramics are easy. I should have these going onto my network anyway. I should have graphite going onto my network anyway. Oh wow, you're having trouble with Steam. That's the other thing. Everything with Steam should be done through oil burners. Burning something or other, crude or coal bed gas, ideally, actually. Because that's infinite. It is power, but it is infinite. An infinite supply of steam. I'm thinking maybe having a steam production facility that I can just pipe where I need steam for things. That's an idea. Have something a little bit more centralized instead of having the steam production with the stuff. I could go with clay, maybe? I don't know. Melamine. So melamine needs the ammonia and cyanic, and the DDC production here works quite well with the melamine, and this requires lots of urea. There are non-urea based processes to make ammonia and then cyanic that I might do, better processes for that. Similarly with methane, there are non-biological methods of getting to methane in order to get to formaldehyde. Melamine resin I already have on the bus and on my network, but I can always expand it even further. Saline water would be an issue for enough sodium hydroxide to feed everything, but I can make that out of stone, out of sand extractors for the cost of a bit of iron. So that much is fine. Wood is infinite in supply for treated wood. Just add creosote. Pulp mills need... Well, this isn't even the best recipe for the pulp mills. I'm only doing this recipe for pulp mills to get a bit more organic solvent out of it, because it's a convenient way of getting some organic solvent. It also gives you a little bit of tall oil and black liquor that I'm currently not doing anything with. But there is another recipe for the treated wood or whatever. No, this is treated wood. This is whatever, fiberboard. I think fiberboard into formica. So there's a better fiberboard recipe to do. Formica is only this, but that's simple enough. Array of these to get what I want. Going into PCB 1s. And it's just placing a whole bunch of like vacuum tubes and resistors, transistors, capacitors, and the actual chip shooter machines for the circuits. And of course, everything will need to be productivity moduled. So, as I said, the plan will involve lots of things, really. I'm going to do this whole setup on logistics network. If I grab my car. So prepare your butts for a process that's going to take a long time. This will probably be about 3 days worth, 3 or 4 days worth of scaling of stuff. Because we need to actually make a number of buildings to do this. Yes, Circuit 1 Mega Factory. Huzzah! We're gonna do the thing. It's gonna be a Circuit 1 Mega Factory. It's gonna need a lot more tin than what I'm currently producing. FYI. Circuit 1s are pretty hungry for tin, and fairly hungry for copper as well. So, let's actually go and have a look at the most basic of basic resources that are required. We've got lots of tin plates coming in, glass, lots of glass. I've got lots of glass, and I just did more tin, but chances are we're going to need even more than what we're producing. Oddly enough, I think, yeah, copper's here in the form of wires. I think there's also something that's like copper wires, or... No, I'm thinking of something else. There's lots of graphite that gets used in this. Because look here, graphite for even these. So graphite on both, which is a slight pain. Ever so slight pain. Wait, this, no, this goes down to something else. So no, graphite is for this only. Ceramics, though, which ceramics use coke, so it's a lot of coke plus copper plus tin. Coke, copper, and tin are 3 of the big ones on the most basic of basic resources to use for this. Also, wood, which is infinite and fine. And then we've got out here what's lamps going into kickalks, so more copper being used for lamps. Lamps, of course, requiring iron, copper, and glass. copper in the form of wires to make the lamps. I have to actually look. There is a much better recipe now, isn't there? Don't I have access to fertilizer? I can technically make fertilizer. What is involved in fertilizer? Because converting into 45 raw every 15 seconds is a lot better. It also takes in carbon dioxide, but carbon dioxide is free. Heck, even going to this recipe by adding in sand and CO2. Sand, again, it's free. What is involved in fertilizer? 2 recipes. We've got ash. I don't like the idea of using my blood for that. We've got ash, urea, bones, and ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride can be made most efficiently. Oh, sodium carbonate. Nice, but I'm gonna go to you. Hey, it's hydrogen chloride and ammonia. Well, isn't that convenient? So I currently have a bunch of hydrogen chloride, just for reference. I've got plenty of that probably to feed into this. It's the ammonia that is going to be perpetually the problem. That is an interesting proposition. But I'm thinking more along the lines of this recipe. Or just Tholins. Nah, I'll do nitrogen, hydrogen. Because nitrogen is easy enough. I should be backed up on that, actually. Just like I should have infinite amounts of hydrogen. So I think I will start there. Now, I will also note that I should have... I look at that fertilizer recipe again. I should have all of the bones on the planet coming in. I have all of the ash that I could ever desire. In fact, I can run a line of ash. Just add a little bit of urea. Urea is fine to make. So bones, it's Zapier processing currently. There'll be more ways of getting these products with Pi Alien Life, just for reference. In fact, there's going to be a method of getting each of these individually through their own individual processing recipes in butchery buildings, which that's going to be quite cool. So for reference, wait, what do I need meat specifically for? Some other things, but I know I need skin for collagen. Yeah, so it might be worth bringing up bones and or bringing up all 3 of these, actually. All of these things might be worth being brought up. And I might want to overflow valve the blood. Overflow valve vent the blood. You do that. Wow, Mark II combustion turbines in there. Interesting. That's where they sent that stuff. Now, the question is, do I keep it all on one belt? Because I'm pretty sure What is 2.63 plus 7.88 plus 3.68? That is 14.19. That is less than 15. So yeah, that should be fine. That should be fine. For reference, I wanna test something here. Oh my god. That changes the math a little bit. That changes the equation a lot. Any amounts of productivity is great for this. Holy god, okay. I think that's over 15. Like, I think that's a little bit more than 15. I'll use what I can get. By the way, you guys, ooh, you also can take stuff. Can you take these? You absolutely can. That would save 4% saline water. I would move slow, though. I have this huge line anyway. I'm gonna just... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, you can all have beautiful productivity modules. To spare me on the stone wool for one, although not really that bad of a thing that it needs, but in particular that saline water. I am very much desiring my saline water at the moment. So yeah, about this. You'll go left on output priority. And I'm gonna run a new line on the bus, apparently. All the way up. Oh. Yet another red. Alright, where am I going to actually run this? Because this is a full... I have one. One on that. Okay. There. That should be the proper alignment. No. What am I thinking? Wait. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright. Vehicle! Come thither. I have need of my vehicle. Also, I have need of... By the way, one of these. Overflow valve. You know what, actually? I'm gonna do this. Why do I not have my... you there? So I have blood meal, all of it already. But I want these to keep moving on the Zapier processing. And yeah, technically it can make over a full belt out. But I don't quite think... How many Zapier do I have? 16. .47, so somewhere between 5 and 6. So one of these isn't even really going to be operating after the backup is cleared. I think it's still more than a red belt, though, which is fine by me. And then all of this will just get sorted at the destination. There's no real point actually sorting this out until a lot closer to the destination. Oh, however, because this is unsorted, I actually want this on the end. Yes, I actually want this one on the very end to make it a little bit easier. Hey, let's do circuit scaling today. Proceeds to work on getting fertilizer. Proceeds on mucking about with Zippier products. Wait, what? Seriously? Could you please break this line, because I am off. So, yes, I am off by 1. Go, go, go! Do the thing. Actually, hold that thought. I have had not great results with going fast up my bus. Fast plus my bus has not worked well for me lately. Ow. Okay, that would be a pipe. This is going to really put a big draw on my saline water, so I'm also going to need to scale up the saline water production. Run that all the way up to the primary logistics network zone. Oh boy. Alright. Landfill. Start running this guy up. This is gonna be a big logistics day. Just gonna throw that out there right now. Remember what I said a long time ago about, you know, wanting to do rubber as well, scaling up rubber? Joy. So yeah, that's obviously not happening anytime soon. I wanted rubber, the best recipe being this one. DMS is all of those things. Hey, fertilizer! Hey, I can make the argument that I'm working towards better rubber, guys. I Oh, and acid gas. I'm making that too. I did that when I did my sulfur factory. Yeah. Yeah, about that. Everything circles back to everything else. It's beautiful and glorious. Hello, my robots, my minions. I am currently running a little bit of landfill, if you couldn't tell, my minions. All the way across the lake. Gigantic lake. Had 700 units of landfill before heading up. How many do I have now? 211 left. Yeah, that's a distance. Gotta remember to carry at least 500 tiles worth of stuff, I guess. Every time I need to run a full line down. Because I should just go grab all of my landfill, like just inventory full of landfill stuff, and paint the bus with it, fill in all the gaps, and start running up all the rest of the pipe and the belts. Should, but probably not going to until I need the specific items. Really? I'm supposed to be venting excess sulfuric acid. Why? Why no sulfuric acid? Or why not enough sulfuric acid, I should say. That shouldn't be a thing. That is a problem. Like, that shouldn't be problematic. Okay. Well, either way, I have sulfur to make sulfuric acid. Oh, right, you're supposed to back up off of the acid gas, and then the excess acid gas is supposed to go into making sulfur at the moment. Yes, my train of minions bringing me my transport belts. Do I even have the space? Probably not. Alright. Let's see, we've got things to organize. Where do those even live? Here. We've got meat. We've got skin. Is that it? Is it just the three? Meat, skin, and bones? I think that's it. Meat, skin, bones. Meat, skin, bones. Yes. Okay. So actually, this is gonna be like this. Close that. So that's where I'll sort at the end here. Yeah, and it's coming on up. Moving on up. Ugh. Alright, take that. And that. And that, and that. And those. And those, and those. And those. Good. How about fixing this sulfuric acid? That sounds like a plan, actually. Or not fixing, per se, but, adding to this sulfuric acid. This takes water in. Yep. Water and, ooh, a lot of sulfur. Sulfuric acid from sulfur. Only here. Alright. Fine. You will supplement with 2. 2 shall supplement. Get the, thingies going. There and there. Of course, I don't need that. Fill those chests, get a, one of those going. Stone water well. Maybe you should have productivity modules. Why am I not requesting productivity modules? Here, give me... Maintain... Wait, where... Modules? Maintain those. Need more Logi slots. Maintain... those. What do I give up? That. Maintain those. Thank you, come again. Oh yeah, they're gonna pull from here first. Oh, and you need iron. Right. It's a little bit of iron. Not that bad. They should pull the iron right up from here, which is great. How convenient. Ah, good. That helps a fair bit. It will help more as I get better modules eventually. Okay, that being done. Still waiting on you. Where are you? Can I see you yet? Yes I can. You are on your way. Wonderful, beautiful meat. Now, there's going to be a problem, in that yeah, there's going to be a massive issue. With maintaining proper amounts of stuff. So whatever I make the most of backs up first, and that will prevent the rest of the chests from filling. Yeah, so I have to, like, because I was going to burn the excess anyway, it's like I have to do that burning here, which is sad, but anyway, I shall do it regardless. Which unfortunately means having to do weird things. Excuse me. Right. Thank you. Right. Like this. Weird things. This is the bones that'll go up, and then excess will go out this way. I mean, I guess they can merge again. Then I guess I'll have a burner line. Oh, burners. Now, I will note that I have yet to have an issue in the burners by doing this. Yeah, so once a chest fills and it backs up, it will overflow out to be burned. And oddly enough, you know what? I'm gonna do this way. Give me Coke. Where's Coke? Coke. Coke exists in coal processing. All of it. Not 20k of it. That should be fine. 4 out over. Bring all the Coke. All of it. Flood the chest. Delivering 9k. Alright. Fine, whatever. Bring it all on. This had dang well better be enough. Actually, you know what? I know it's going to be enough. For one very specific reason. And that is because if it's not enough here, it'll means that it's likely that all 3 of these are full. Which means that the belt will be able to fully back up, and then at the beginning production area, I also have another burner line. So, yeah, excess will also be burned. We're good! We are good on that front. So I now have access to bones, and skin, and meat, all separately. That I have been making for, I don't know, over 100 hours at this point, burning it. Or whenever I made the Zapier production for the blood, specifically, because I needed blood. I needed blood. Glorious blood. Still, even adding another 61.6 per second wasn't enough to back up the system? Jeez, how much sulfuric do I need? I don't know. How much am I even making? I don't know. I don't want to spend the time looking. Okay, I am going to need a thingy for electronics factories that I may as well set up now. Here. You there. Do the thing. I am making not FP reactors. FP reactors. I am making those. Those ingredients. I am making the ingredients. give me, like, a whole bunch of stacks of those. And give me, like, a couple stacks of those. Ah, beautiful minions. I have 2,500 logistics spots thus far. We're getting closer. We're about like 100th of the way from how many I want. Okay, how are things actually looking with the base at the moment? I think pretty good. I'm going to... Whoops. Copy that. Keep that as a blueprint. What is the difference in these blueprints? Well, the one that I just made has roboports, more roboports, and it has the water wells on it versus this one. So I'm going to remove that one and keep this one going, and I'm going to plop this one. I don't even know where I'm going to plop this one. Here, I guess. Oh, it picked up the molten iron pipes on it. I don't need those. Remember what I said about those medium power poles and needing to run, some additional creosote up so I can start automating those medium power poles up here. Because I'm not going to be delivered any more medium power poles. Should have smalls, though. Apparently not enough smalls. Fortunately, I have those automated right over here. Plenty of them. I'm being chased. Thank you for things. Keep on building for me. And yes, I know I don't have all of the electrolyzers there, but I just want to place this down so I, you know, have it. That I have it ready and ready to go, basically. Alright, and my bots will just come slowly in and do the things that they need to do. Of course, that connects to the rest of the network. Once daytime hits, this will get power. All of it should be in my network. Yes, thank you for stuff and things. I just need circuits. That's what I need. circuits. That's what's limiting on the electrolyzers. I'm pretty sure. Let's go have a look-see. Oh hey, stuff. Ah, I'll have to do it above. Phew, I was about to say, it's like, wait a minute. There's not enough of a gap. Not enough of a gap. There is. You there. Labs. You there. Circuits. Have some circuits. Have all of the circuits. And have a stack inserter. This will help a lot with a lot of things. Yeah, because they're getting used as... Oh, hello. There's a little bit of contamination. Where did you get contaminated? You are actively being contaminated. From... right there. That would be a thing to watch out for. That's moving again. Oddly enough, I think I have to, or want to, move this further down, because I think... yeah, you need additional things to feed these. Now, how is the actual chest looking up here? You are fine and filling. Tempted to do something, but I'm not gonna do it. Go down. This goes into that, so this will be where I do the thing again. I guess I'll actually input priority right. Keep stuff. No, I want you backed up. Or at least I want you to attempt to back up. That feeds in the amount of tin that you need to fully operate. That'll be a lot better. That will actually help with the getting to the full throughput of the Circuit 2s that I am looking forward to. Speaking of which, yeah, these are they are being used as quickly as they are being produced as well. So, gotta bear that one in mind at all times. Just like all of this 3 per second of the circuit 1s are being accumulated, are being used. Demanded! They are demanded. Yeah, you're not getting any mining drills because I'm not getting any circuits to them. Up here, anyway. Oh wow, you're limited by stone furnaces. But I am getting some stacks of electronics factories, which is fantastic. Wow, stack size 800 on the skin. That's nice. Alright, fertilizer. I keep getting somewhat distracted. Ash, urea, and then ammonium chloride. And I need to bring the creosote up because I need to do... Wait, I'm not holding on to a Mark II. Odd. You know, I could upgrade my Mark I construction bots to Mark IIs. Make them fly a little faster. But, no. No, no. You are those. And I guess you can be those. Start automating locally. Of course. Creosote. Car? Go grab the car, start running creosote up. This unfortunately does happen to need to take precedence. Just like needing extra sulfuric took precedence. So the creosote line is way down here. Oh, I actually was hovering over the correct tile. Good. I will need more landfill. It is the one right next to the diborane. Interesting. You are the one that is directly next to diborane, huh? I will, of course, attach this. So that we don't end up having any fluid mixing along the way. Wow, it's actually... You're attempting to deliver a, mining drill. Alright, you know what? Car, you're going to go all the way down. And I'll meet you back here. Back there. Whoops. Broke. Broke a pipe. Almost broke both. You need to exist. exist. I need more. I need more landfill, but I can work economically. I suppose I will work economically this time. Technically, I don't need to run all of the landfill up here. You know, it's interesting, the viewer count says 2 right now, when I happen to know for certain, ultimately, that it should be saying 3, at least. Which, yeah, that might be an issue. Because there should be, I think, 2 other people plus myself. Alright, so it is a cap of 1 from that. Just something to note that caught my eye, anyway. Off we go. Bringing down the pipe. Ooh, really? Hmm. Well, I'm trying to keep things mostly aligned anyway. Alright, you're connected. Car! And we're off to the races. Now let's hope I don't run into any issues along the way. By the way, what? What are you supposed to be and why are you empty? You are benzene, apparently? But, I mean, why did I not have you connected? I don't know, it's just a thing that was run, and I don't know what didn't continue to run. Anyway. Oh hey, now it says 3 on the viewer count. But I wonder if it's actually 4. I don't know, Twitch has been weird. This week. In recent times, it has been a little funky on viewer tracking. And I don't know why. So there's the creosote up. What is next? To bring up ash. my wonderful and beautiful ash line will be next. Now, ash is interesting because I know I have a full throughput belt of ash, technically. I don't remember which belt it's on, actually, but I know it's down here. I also need to pick up a bit more landfill. Just a little bit more. So ash is just one of those things that you'll end up with near enough infinite supplies of. Oh hey, it's my tank. That's sodium hydroxide. There's the ash. Wait, you're not a full belt. Wait, why are you not a full... I guess I am... sending stuff... or I'm demanding stuff that is using the ash. Yeah, I guess I'm just demanding the stuff that uses the ash, because this is supposed to give me a lot. Or, I'm not... right, because I'm using less coal gas, I now have less ash. But that's fine. Oh, hi guys. Thanks for stuff. Alright, what line was this ash again? All the way up here. Now the hard part, which is... So the primary source of the ash is here. I need ash going the other way. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna come in here. Maybe even after the balancer. And I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna make a lane for myself. And I'm gonna go this way with it. Sand. Sand, slow down. I'm going to take this all the way over to the last input going in the opposite direction, and then I'm going to merge it in. Which is right here. Hey kitty, sounds like your food is being prepared. Sleepy kitty next to me. Yeah, sounds like someone's getting your food ready at 11:30 in the morning. So yeah, that will be how I handle the ash. Yeah, so I'm only not producing as much ash as I had thought, exclusively because I am now more efficiently using coal gas. I'm using less coal gas. This is why I don't like depending on processes operating all of the time to produce something somewhat unrelated. In this case, ash from coal gas, from flue gas that's coming out of coal gas production from tar. Because now I have way more than enough coal gas for my purposes to do my aluminium mining and to do everything else that I'm using coal gas for. Also, you are Foggy substrate, right? Yeah, you should be also run at some point. Like, you should probably also be on the bus. Oh, hello, power pole. And why exactly are these lines not done properly? Same here, like, why? Most of the other jumps are there, but for some reason, there were a few that were missed. Gee, I hope I have enough belt. Also, landfill is up there. I absolutely don't have enough belt, FYI. I need my dudes to bring me more belt. Hey, 4 viewers now, that's better than what it was. When it said I had 2, when I knew I had 3. God, I always hate when that happens. Like, you know you have more viewers than it's actually showing, displaying. Like, why? Why does that do that? I know why it does that, actually. At least I know reasonings that people have given for why they think that it happens. And, part of it is having the volume muted, I think. At times, Twitch trying to prevent lurkers from counting, the whole lurk for lurk thing. But considering that I'm streaming and viewing my dashboard stream, and that dashboard stream is muted and usually also does count as a view, I am questioning of the validity of that thought, that line of thought, as a potential thing. I think that Twitch is just inconsistent in viewer counts. Like, don't attribute to malice what you can just straight up attribute to ignorance or stupidity. So I'm choosing to say that it's just broken rather than part of some grand scheme. Until I see that Twitch itself has said otherwise. Anyway. But yeah, I've seen word, or I've heard about, I should say, there being problems with view counts related to people who have the stream up but might have it muted. Which can be problematic. Alright, where's my train of dudes? Train of dudes, wherefore art thou, train of dudes, to bring me stuff? Here's the train of dudes. Or a train of dudes to bring me stuff. Give me the things. Stuff. Hi, kitty. You're stretching? Are you slowly waking up now? Aren't you hungry? Don't you want to go get your breakfast? You want your food? Huh? You want food? No. He's like, no, I'm too tired. I'm too sleepy. My pain meds make me way too sleepy. Anyway. I should at least have enough belt on me to finish running this. And yes, that is absolutely true, by the way. His pain meds do cause lethargy. So, I end up with a sleepy kitty who sleeps right next to me on my desk most of the day. And then once it gets to time around dinner time, that's when sleepy kitty is not so sleepy anymore. And starts being really, really loud kitty, wanting food, wanting food that is not his dinner to be given to him, wanting actual human food and wanting treats and all of the other better tasting stuff than what he gets. Don't know where those guys are going. This is one of those instances where I've left the network. They've shoved a bunch of belt into random storage chests, and now they're trying to retrieve those belts from random storage chests to bring to me. So I may have had a group from up above just now sending me belts, but as soon as I start going in the other direction, which I think it's about that time to do another manual save, there will be a train coming up from the south to give me even more belts. Anyway, I think... Why am I even going back down? Why am I going back down? I need to think about the absolute next step. So what is the next step? What do I need to bring up the bus? I've brought... I need to finish bringing up the ash line. That's what I need to do. The ash line must be finished being brought up to the logistic network. That's just what I'll do. As long as I have the belt for it, anyway. Oh, please, please, please have enough belt. Thank you kindly. Alright, yeah, give me belt. Give me all the belt. Right. You go away. 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 I don't need you anymore. Alright. Next step. Now that I have that, what is next for fertilizer? Fertilizer. Next step. Urea. Urea. Needs to be brought up if it's not already. It looks like it's not already, so urea will be next. However, I am going to take a brief break here. Just hold on, I'll be back. I'll bring the urea up, then worry about getting that ammonia chloride stuff, ammonia and hydrogen chloride brought up. may as well bring those gases slash fluids up, as well as make a bit more ammonia, as well as set up that ammonium chloride, and then we can start doing fertilizer. Isn't that going to be amazing? That's going to be amazing. Just going to throw that out there. Fertilizer. Yeah, things are about to get pretty nice with the amount of biological stuff that'll be able to be made with the fertilizer. So I will be back shortly, within a few minutes. And I have returned from my break. And apparently notification popped up for the next 3 Epic games being available at this point in time. Because it is yet another Thursday, and that is the day that they release their new sets of free games. Finally, we're back to actual free game this time. Double games, but at least they're actually games this week. Not like last week, where the game was it wasn't a game. It wasn't a game we've heard of before. Anyway. Moving on. And for the record, the only thing that the Epic Game Store is good for is the free games that they give you. That is all it is good for at the moment. I will not be buying anything through the Epic Game Store. Period. I will not buy through them. When and if they ever start doing code availability through third-party resellers, such as Humble Bundle, then and only then will I purchase games that exist on their platform. The moment I can buy Satisfactory through the Humble Store and have it unlock on the Epic Games Store will be the time that I buy Satisfactory. Same with Oubliettes, which I was deeply disappointed by that announcement that they would be an Epic Store exclusive. It's like, really? That was one I was actually somewhat looking forward to. Now that's out the window now. I was actually looking forward to that game. And now I'm not. Now they can go bankrupt for all I care. That whole development studio. Like, well, you done effed up. You done effed up. And, you know, whatever amount of money that Epic gave them won't last forever. And yeah, I doubt they're going to actually be happy with the decision that they made in the long term. Unless and until Epic allows third-party retailers to sell products on their platform, such as Humble. I am quite literally counting down the days. I mean, not actually literally count, but I'm counting down the days until a Humble Monthly gives us a Epic Store game, or starts giving Epic Store games. If you want to talk about legitimacy of a platform, that would be it. Having availability through third-party retailers for your platform. It's like, do you want to be a platform or do you want to be a publisher? Because right now, Epic is acting and behaving more like a publisher than an actual retail storefront. And I cannot support them at this time. Because, frankly, they are undercutting not only Steam, which I mean, there are arguments that are valid arguments that the cut for developers was bad, but don't blame Steam for an industry standard that they followed. That the cut that Steam takes of sales is the same as everything across the industry, except for Epic. Epic has literally not just undercut Steam, they've undercut the entire gaming industry. And I'm not going to support that. Especially when their platform is trash, frankly. Bare bones trash. Doesn't even have a freaking shopping cart. Like, F you to hell. Like, you are not a platform that even remotely can compete with Steam. Bye. And so long to any game that exists there. Exclusively, and until such time as they get their heads out their rear ends and open up availability to retailers to sell games on the platform. Alright, enough of that. Ranting and raving. What did I say was next before I took my break? Running up the urea, I think was the plan. Fortunately, oh hey, I've apparently got like all of the belt now. And apparently they're trying to give me more. Shove more things into my inventory, why don't you? Wait, super steel. Why are you having problems? You know, I was pretty certain I had put this behind an overflow valve. Did I forget? Oh god, I didn't put it behind an overflow valve. That would be bad. Oh, ferrochromium. That's your limit. And your limit is graphite, right. A few game. Alright, well. There are several solutions to my problems. Question is, which one am I going to take? Because I think one option is double it. There is the double it option, and that option involves red belts. In terms of the production of coke. Red belt is an option on coke production. Also, wait a minute, why? Oh, I know why. It's because it's only 3.2, not 4. It's 3.2 out, not 4 out, but... Oh yeah, speaking of which, I could use this for ash as well. Because this gives this, which gives ash that I'm currently burning, as well as other stuff that I could use to make ash. So yeah, the whole concept of double it would mean placing another one of these down, these setups, bringing in even more coke, and expanding this either in the form of Mark II buildings or just making it bigger, or both. And then I can upgrade to Mark II and run the 4th line through. That is an option. Actually, get a full 4 belts going. I do have at least that much headroom. 80% of a belt. Which is what, 12-ish per second. Don't think it's going to be enough, though. Anyway, urea. Urea. Let's go. Take care of this if I can remember which lane is the urea's existence. Oh, hey, guys, you're gonna go down, and then you're gonna go over. And then you're gonna go down, and then you're gonna go over. And then you're gonna go down, and then you're gonna go over. Oh, joy. Such is life. Such is the life of a construction bot. Such is the way. And I suppose if I haven't brought the ceramics all the way up already, I should. Same with lamps. Alternatively, I can just make the lamps locally. I think maybe just all the things. You know, bring up all of the things. That is potentially an idea. All of the things. Yeah, just all of them should be brought up. Maybe. Maybe. For now, though, urea. Wait, how far was this brought? Have I been miffing on? How far were you? If you're like actually run all the way already, alright, you're run to here, which, alright, that's reasonable. Oh hey, Rayon, you should also probably go up the bus. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to be paying very close attention. Wait, where's... What is wrong with you? I suppose I am... Yeah, that explains. So I'm producing a lot of the sodium carbonate right now, and that's acting as a bit of a drain on a lot of other processes as well. But I will back up on it. Remember how I ran that really long belt going out to the glass for the sodium carbonate, and yeah, that whole belt needed to back up fully. You there. Die. You there. Die. Aramid. Whoa, contamination station. Wait, why did I not bring the nickel all the way up yet? Alright, 618 should be enough to run this. Kitty is still sleeping. He didn't bother even moving to go and investigate for food. You've got your food out, buddy. Why is my inventory not full yet? Because I have set auto trash. And it's working. Geez, noon already? Or a minute to noon already, I should say. Oh, how time flies when doing absolutely nothing. Really? I'm like trying to think, what did I actually do today? Logistics. That's all that's happened. In 2 hours thus far. Yeah. Logistics is the only thing. Jeez. Stuff. Why do you... things? Oh, hey, aluminium tiles. Yay, go, 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 tiles. Yes, please remove the stuff. The thuff. The thuff. Boink. Yeah, stuffing things. Yeah, stuffing things. The stuff and the things. Questioning whether or not I should just keep placing roboports, like, vomit roboports everywhere. And charging stations. Anywho, I need to also make sure... Well... There's a really long list of things. Maybe I should actually use to-do list or something. Molten chromium casting. Molten ferrochromium casting. Fertilizer. More circuit 1. More circuit 2. Molten titanium, because I'm not actually doing molten titanium yet. Because it needed a jig. Diamonds. Yep, diamonds. Production science packs. Trying to think about what else. So, diamonds. That's going to need, shall we say, a lot of algae plantations. A fair amount. To the point where I am tempted to completely remove the doohickey. Yes, the doohickey! The limiting of the production of the algae plantations. They are being produced right up here. Here. Yes. Remove all limiters on these. Alright, next. Now that I have the stuff here brought up. Hey, kitty. Aw. Head upside down. Yeah, show me that. Show me that neck. I can rub that neck. Alright. You're not backed up yet? Bones would be the first to fully back up? Sheesh. Well, good thing we're about to use those. Good thing we're about to use them. Fertilizer. I was gonna say ammonia. Ammonium chloride. This is made in an FB reactor. Hey, isn't that convenient? Isn't that convenient? So, yeah, here's the thing. If I needed the extra sodium carbonate, which I don't, this would be a decent way to get two things that are useful. But this is what I'm going to be using for the moment. Hydrogen chloride and ammonia for 5 every 2 seconds, or 2.5 per second, for 50 per second of each. And one of you. Probably literally just going to have one of you for this. And then the question becomes, where the hell are we going to do this? Where on this map am I going to do this? Here. Sure. Wow. Why? Why would you use Molly to make formaldehyde? Why would you use Molly for that purpose? Grade 4 copper for dimethyl dichlorosilane. Dimethyl dichlorosilane. What is that even used for? I don't know, but it takes grade 4 copper, which, for reference, is the copper right before molten. It's what you turn into molten. Like, really? Wow, you make the crystallographic substrates in these. And the styrene. But anyway, you. Now, I think I may already have the hydrogen chloride up. Or at least closer than the ammonia. Where's my car? Vehicle. Time to route the stuff. So I can at least say I did something today. Yeah, not a lot of stuff is routed all the way up the bus yet. The fluid bus, I should say. Fluid parts of the bus. I don't even know off the top of my head what is... Oops, I broke a thing. I broke a thingy! Oh, am I not? Yeah, that would help if I had my nanobots on. That would help. Okay, keeping an eye out for ammonia and hydrogen chloride. Oh, hey, ammonia. Ammonia actually was brought up. How far? I'm gonna leave the car here and follow my ammonia. How far up were you brought? Not to here, apparently. So let's bring this the rest of the way up. Of course, for some reason, choosing to conserve my... Why is it, like, one tile off? I don't know. Oh yeah, point of trivia. Did you know that you can do inserter fishing? Like, you can do inserter fishing. Or at least you used to at some point, I don't know. So... I don't know if this actually works or is a thing, but if this fish ever goes close up to the thing, or better yet, let's use a long-handed inserter. Put a couple, have full coverage of the stuff. Aw, it's sort of gone away. Does it do it? No. There's totally a person on the forum who has an avatar of an inserter on a bank, on an embankment, that catches a fish and sticks it in a chest. And it's hilarious. To me, anyway. Like, oh, inserter fishing. I guess that's one way to do it. Okay, where am I bringing this over now? I guess here. I am producing very little ammonia, I will point out. Very, very little. Yeah, that's a trickle, shall we say. It's a trickle. Ooh, ew. Ew. Mm. Oh, that's convenient. Actually. Car! Vehicle! Is all the way down there. Okay. Alright. Off we go! Running down. Please run on the aluminium tiles. Thanks. They exist for a reason. Like, please use your tiles that let you move at 210% movement speed. That sounds like a lovely idea. Especially as the construction bots get closer and closer to actually finishing the job. Which, yeah, we are looking a lot denser on what's been placed compared to before. It is looking much, much, much nicer. Still a long way to go, but we're now mostly covered. I think we're over halfway. So that's cool. Wait a minute. You are etching, alright. I am looking for hydrogen chloride next. Hydrogen chloride, which I think is next to my chlorine. There it is. Just a little bit further down. Here. So as I said, I have the hydrogen chloride. That wasn't the one I was concerned about. I was concerned about the ammonia. Because the ammonia is the one that's problematic. You know what? Let the car go. Let that car go. Why can I not, like, copy ground with it? Like, seriously, please let me copy and paste the ground segments. It just keeps things in alignment. Hey, I told you to keep going. Autosave, 156 hours on this one save. Almost at the longest I've spent on a save. Almost. This isn't the longest yet. By the time we hit 200 hours, that'll be the longest I've spent on a save. It was something like 180. I think at the longest one that I've played. So anyway, yeah, every intention on making diamond. I think Yeah, the fish went away. Anyway. Yeah, that's sad. The fish buggered off. Alright. Also, do that, even though you're not gonna get built. And I know you're not gonna get built. 20 after the hour, 40 more minutes in the stream. Alright. This should be doing its thing. At this point. I just have to shove it into a chest. Limited only by the ammonia. 2.5 per second per FB reactor. Let's keep that in mind. So the fertilizer itself, I think it said it was in a mixer. Do I have mixer? Yes, I do have mixers. There's a... Uh-oh. There is an isolated network. It's this. This is what's the isolated network anyway. So even though I've told the dudes to build this thing... Oh, by the way, why... You still haven't placed down those. Why? We've got more stuff there. We've got this. Not a single electrolyzer, which this whole thing sort of depends on the electrolyzers moving. Thanks. I can at least start pumping this with water. Also, why no other Mark II combustion turbine? Don't know. Also, how's the fluid in you? 21k. Okay. Yes, discharging as it should be at this time. Should last the whole night. I don't know why it wouldn't. Question is, why are you not... Oh, just because the thingies haven't gone down all the way yet. Alright. Good to know. So mixers. Where are my mixers again? Mixer, oh mixer. Wherefore art thou, mixer? Oh, I am making lamps. Huh. Mixer, wherefore art thou? Yeah, see, I have combustion, I have the turbines right there, and yet they haven't been placed yet. Yeah, I think I am blind. I'm always blind. What else is new? Where did I place those freaking mixers? I mean, there's not like Mark 2, 3, or 4s of mixers, I think. Hey, kitty, you're actually getting up now? You're actually getting up? Are you gonna... Oh, you're just... He's just repositioning to a new angle. Ugh, big stretch. Need the stretch. Need the stretch. That's centrifugal pans. Dang it. Oh, there it is. Mixers. Found it. I found it. So, fertilizer. Also, that is a lot of... Oh gosh, right. That is the next level of bull in terms of efficiency of stuff. So, copper solution made out of grade 4 plus salt. Ugh. Salt. Like, really, 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 really. As much as I complain, everything's fine. Everything is awesome. 4 per second. Ew. Ew. Oh, and also 6 on ash. That is a lot of ash, actually. That gets used for this. Anyway, and then it produces up to 3. Hmm. 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 Okay, ammonia from, like, nitrogen and hydrogen. What is your per second output? 110. Versus which is 20, which is 4 urea. Gee, I wonder what's better. I mean, doing this inorganically is fine, especially since it's just power. So I think I want just power, the simpler, quote-unquote, process. Actually, here's the thing, though. Nitrogen is not just power, because nitrogen... nitrogen. You are from filtration media on the purest nitrogen. Because it's this process that's giving me nitrogen now in DDCs. Purest into nitrogen and oxygen. Purest gets processed into nitrogen using filtration media, and filtration media is not entirely renewable. Not entirely renewable because it takes in activated carbon, which takes in zinc chloride. Something to be said for tholins, maybe. But here, nickel plus shale oil, like, no. Bitumen directly into nitrogen. Why would I do like Ln2 into nitrogen? It's like not, no. Like no, just no. Like no. Bitumen, please be easy. Of course it's not easy. Isn't bitumen froth free? Well, I mean, it's oil sand processing. Into froth, into that with naphtha. So, naphtha can come directly from crude oil. Or shale oil. Or tar. Or wood! Wood! Yay! Hey, and you get ash out of it. Yeah, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. More of this. So, bitumen, while not free, sadly, or shall we say not consistently free, because of just how you get to froth, needing oil sand, which... okay, oil sands. I know that they exist on my map, because I've run belts over them or something or other. Oil sand exists here as a 7.6 mil. Any oil sand, like, within a radar, that would be ideal. Actually, I would like to physically see it to know what I need to mine it. Doesn't look like that's the case. The sad face. The sad face, sad face. Oh, there it is. There's one. Oil sand. Yeah, oil sand extractor. Which, I guess that might mean drill heads. Oil sand extractor. Various mark levels. Okay. I mean, I can make these. But is it worth doing wood-based naphtha plus oil sand processing to make bitumen to make nitrogen? Like, remember where we're going with all this. We're going into nitrogen with all of this. Right, kitty? Right, kitty? I know you're just trying to sleep, but yeah. Anyway. It's like, is that really worth it for nitrogen? Like, nitrogen. Or is it just make urea? So here's the thing. Yeah, where's my car? Car? Oh, vehicle. For reference, I am my accomplishment of the day thus far is fertilizer. That's the accomplishment of the day. Not much else. But yeah, fertilizer has happened. I wanted more circuits so badly, but after sort of maximizing what I can out of them, that is about all I can really say. Is we got fertilizer. Also, why no etching solution? Like, why 0 on the etching solution? That gets used here. Why 0? What are you missing? Hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, why? Why? Oh, I know why. We've got no water in the stuff and the things, in the closed loops. So, yeah. Alright. Time for a permanent fix to this problem here. I need rubber. I need my rubber and like tin and such. Stop. Stop it. You're hurting me. Anyway. Grab these. Ow. Did I actually break that? I don't know. Give me wires. Give me decider. Oh, and no, I don't need anything else. Pump, maybe? Yeah, pump. Engine unit! No! Off we go. Off we go! Wait, or do I? Please, please? Please? Pumps! The joy of car. I had it in the trunk the whole time. You. Buddy. Nice to see ya. Also, do I have... give me this. Let's move the car out of the way. So, this is a... I guess down here, technically, this gets used in both of these. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Alright. You there, Mr. 5x5. I need pipes, clearly. Another decider combinator, actually. And the pumps. Some power. Decider. Wherefore art thou? Where did you go? 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 There. Alright. Here's the thing. So, you take 10K. You to there. And you to there. You need to do an output. You're checking parameters. If water is less than or equal to 2,000 units, output green enabled if green is greater than 0. Done. In fact, watch as this is now on, as the system floods in, and now it's off. So it is, at least should be, disabled. It is outputting the green light. Wait, it needs that again. That. So input signal 3.8. Output is not green. This, yeah, enable, disable. Enabled if that is greater than 0. That is, no, greater than 0. It should have been on. Yeah, that makes it on, greater than 0. Now to do the same thing. Why you do this? Why? Okay. Grab this. Boink. Grab the decider. Wires. Do that. Do that. And then same thing, I should just be able to shift right click, shift left click, and hook up that water, and it should be like, hey, if you're greater than 0, be on. And instead of 2K, you're gonna be set to 20. Half the tank. So it's on. And that is how you permanently take care of an issue with closed loops using the circuit conditions. Using the circuit networks. So now, no matter what, no matter how many updates happen, no matter how many times I reload this save and fluid magically disappears from my closed loops, I will always be able to feed in water to refill these particular closed loops. For reference, I need to do this literally everywhere I have a closed loop. This will be a phased plan. Obviously, this will be phased over time. I can't delete it from my car. Are you kidding me? Like, I can't remove you from the car. Interesting. Now that that distraction is taken care of, that should be my liquid nitrogen moving again, by the way, technically. Why is it not? LN2? Nitrogen? Oh, nitrogen? What is your problem? You're not blocked by a closed loop. I know it's not blocked by a closed loop. At least it shouldn't be. What is the problem here? What is your problem? Not like, oh, hey. That's been busted the whole time. For reference, purest like not enough filtration media. Like, okay, well what is your problem? It is lack of heavy oil, and I still need to take care of that lack of heavy oil. Um, heavy oil. Heavy oil. Out of coal gas? What's the ratio of tar to coal gas? Don't know. Might just be worth doing this. Heavy oil refineries. I have those. It gives coke, too. But I would need a way of always killing that coke. Brings in tar and vacuum. I think I'm gonna try that. I am not, like, lacking tar, so this should be fine. And, like, I do have this creosote that I have a whole bunch of machines making, but I'm backed up on the creosote, too, so... Eh? Like, eh? Is the response there? Just eh? So I should have Mark II heavy oil refineries that I can use for this. Stop the car before I do too much damage. Oh no! Oh, no. Now we're getting stuck. Now we're stuck. Wiggle! Wiggle your way out! Wiggle! Oh no, keep wiggling. Keep a wiggling. Keep wiggling. There. That. We made it. We did the thing. We did the thing. Yeah. We did the thing. So, heavy oil. Refineries. Mark II. Right there. Hey, we've got 20 of the dang things. Yes. Wonderful, glorious things. So... it is tempting to expand some of this and use it to actually make some heavy oil on the side. But issue being is when blocked on, like, this doesn't move all the time. I can make it to move all the time. Yeah, I can make it to move all the time, and that would mean I would have a constant supply of tar. How much did I say was tar? I'm assuming a lot. Anyway, let me do some finagling. on this. I need an underflow valve there to make sure that I'm always sending out what I need of the coal gas. I want... Let's see, you... Yeah, you go here. You are an overflow valve. From here on out, you are an overflow valve. To only feed this into coal gas when I'm overflowing on tar. Now I will take this big machine and tell it to make heavy oil out of tar. You take in up to 150 units per second and make 10 coke per second. Oh my. I am making... How much again on tar here? That's like 330, I think. So, yeah, that's fine. That's fine, but I won't have enough of this stuff to use, thanks. Also, vents. Vents. So, another overflow valve, in this case. No! Gas vents, glorious gas vents. Speed, glorious speed. Yeah, do the thing. This makes sure everything moves. It all moves. Also, doink. 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 Why waste good ash? It will eventually get burned, but why bother wasting it for now? I'm gonna need more or faster versions of Mighty DC2s. So I think I will make these fast. Why do I want these to be fast? I want these to be fast. Oh gosh, they keep setting me shit! Go away! Stuff! Exit inventory, now. You. 100 only. Die. Like, die. Please. Get out of this inventory. You, and you, and you. You. Okay. Phew. Tempted to reposition, actually, but nah. We'll do that. Okay, vacuum. 35, that's 2 each, I think. Vacuum is... Nope. 4 each. Or speed. It's only 20%, not 25. That sucks. Actually... Doink, and... Yeah, that's enough. good. How about product? Aww. Aww. Then outputs. Doinky doinky. Doinky 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 doinky. No. I wanted them to go in these to make, I guess, more ash that gets burned, and the additional coal gas and back into tar. So, how am I going to do that reasonably? That is a good question. Well, there is this method. Do I even have the room for this? I don't think I have even the space. Okay. Alright, well, I can do for this one at least that, and then what is this? Undergrounds. Red. What? Didn't I click on? I clicked on you. Oh, that's unfortunate. Anyway. Okay, what about if I did that instead? Okay, and just add power. Alright, I think that's valid. Just add power. And we're off to the races. Just run the heavy oil being produced out of this. Heavy oil from... Get this. This is heavy oil from renewable tar. Aw, that's a gap of 1, not 2. That will be your gap of 2. Come on! Gaps of 2. Anyway, where is the actual line that is heavy oil? I will do this, and that will be the end of it for the day. Which actual line is heavy oil? Or do I just do this next time, actually? Routing the heavy oil, and that can be the start of the day. The heavy oil is here, next to chlorine, which is a gap of 1 from the hydrogen chloride. Okay, so the gap, yeah, that means it exists here. Alright, now I know that that is where that exists. That is heavy oil. Ah, so Pyanodon, in case you didn't realize, or know, or maybe this is intentional, but I have now figured out how to, how to get infinite amounts of heavy oil for energy from renewable heavy oil. That is this. That is this. This is renewable heavy oil. In a nutshell. Like, straight up, renewable heavy oil. Plus ash on the network being burned. If I wanted to, I could even do something like... Gosh, how would I... I guess I would do this over here instead, and then that, get that ash out, and output priority that. So, yeah, there. Now we have that on the network for availability, and excess gets burned. So, yeah, our little setup here that I set up last time is doing its job, shall we say. It is doing its job wonderfully. Now, that being said, huh. It's interesting how it's pulling from these, but anyway, so it's pulling in 60 per second. Excess coal gas is being burned outside of what is needed to keep everything running, just to keep this moving, and basically it backs up on tar. That is essentially what happens. Oh, I also apparently... broke its output for this one of the ash, but anyway. What got done today? Technically heavy oil from tar that is renewably sourced, and fertilizer. Fertilizer's being done. Where did I stick it? Here. Fertilizer is being made. Officially decided to make fertilizer so I can work on getting stuff and things, more circuits, as I start to take the entire circuit 1 chain, break it down into more productive methods, start doing more productive methods, and doing it all on my logistics network, using robots to make my circuits for me. Also, removed the limit on the algae plantations because we are going to be making a lot of those. Also making ammonium chloride, or whatever this is called, but I need more ammonia to do that, which, deciding between urea and not urea methods of ammonia is interesting. I'm probably just going to stick with the urea methods, to be honest. Also fixed a couple of areas permanently where my closed loops were dying on water. So, yeah, fixed permanently on those. I have to go through everything else because I'm pretty sure this might just be dead out here because of not having enough water in its closed loop anymore. So, have to go through that and fix it, have to go through this and do that, have to do that here, and I have to do that here, as well as things start getting placed for this. So also, clearly, placed another thing for energy for another 150, potentially, on the output megawatts, so I can slowly but surely get to the point where I can just straight up kill this, just like break it, keep all of my coke for myself or other means. With that, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you are watching the VOD on YouTube, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/Otaku Showboat to leave a follow and turn on notifications to be reminded when I go live every Sunday through Friday from approximately 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I hope to see you all on the next one.